Can you tell us what the main findings of your inquiry are?
Well, let me put it into context. What I've been looking at are people from families across the UK who've gone into hospital for treatment, and over 30,000 have come out with infections which were life-shattering. And 33,000 of those have died, and deaths keep on happening week by week. What I've found is that disaster was no accident. People put their trust in doctors and the government to keep them safe, and that trust was betrayed. And then the government compounded the agony by telling them that nothing wrong had been done, that they'd had the best available treatment, and that as soon as tests were available, they were introduced. And both of those statements were untrue. That's why what I'm recommending is that compensation must be paid now, and I've made various other recommendations to help to make the future of the NHS better and treatment safer.
It's obviously hard to imagine that something like this has been allowed to happen. Can you just give us a sense of the scale of the devastation that's caused to families across the UK?
Well, I think the scale speaks for itself. If you have over 30,000 people who go into hospital and come out with infections which were life-shattering, that in itself is huge, and the suffering for them and for others is huge. When you add to that the fact that over 3,000 have died, and that deaths keep on happening week after week, you not only have a disaster which happened over years, but is still happening. What that brings with it is suffering which is very difficult to put into words. You really have to listen to people who've lived it to hear and to understand.